Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is Word Origins 41. The word origin today is freelancer. Okay, let's take a look at the note. The origin of freelancer goes all the way back to the days of the knights, or the time of the knights. Knights used to fight with a lance. So if you ever seen any old movies like with King Arthur or anything, knights, they usually fought on a horse, and that long weapon they had was actually what the lance was. So let's continue. So they fight with a lance. A lance was the long pointed weapon knights used to use against enemies. Okay, while riding on horseback. Yeah, at that time, many knights were kind of like free agents. So here you can kind of put it together. This is where you get a freelancer. They were like a free agent, so they could either sign. I guess they didn't. I don't know if they really had contracts in those days, but pretty much they'd work for whoever would pay them. So let's continue. He would fight for any side which paid him. The original freelancers were like mercenary soldiers, though they do exist today. Sometimes you have mercenaries, so you pay them money and they will fight, like in a war, they will fight on a certain side for you. The word was first cited in the classic novel Ivanhoe by Sir Walter Scott. So that's how we first learned about freelancer. Okay, let's continue. Today, a freelancer is someone who is not permanently employed by a specific organization, but will offer his services to any company willing to pay. We use it most commonly with photographers or maybe journalists that sell, just they write an article and then whatever newspaper or magazine is willing to print it, and they'll just pay it right to, they'll send it right to them for a fee. And the same thing with photographers, etc., who are not employed by a specific company. All right, let's take a look at a few examples here. Most paparazzi are freelancers. So basically, you will often see them chasing the movie stars, taking a lot of photos, and they don't usually work for a specific magazine or newspapers. So a lot of times, if they get good photos, they'll shop around and offer them to many different newspapers, throughout the world. So most of them are freelancers. The character Peter Parker in the movie Spider-Man, so that was Spider-Man, of course, was a freelancer, or really like a freelance photographer. So freelance comes from the same idea. So you can say a freelancer is the person, or you could say freelance photographer. If you remember in the movie, he actually wanted the newspaper to hire him, but that boss said, no, freelance, that's the way to go. So every time he got photos of Spider-Man, he sold it to the newspaper. Okay, anyway, I hope you got it. I hope it's clear. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.